What? Who's Zed?
What did he say there?
Zed?
Yeah.
There's an artist now named Zed, isn't there?
Yeah, with the double D. Yeah. But anyway, fuck that guy. Yeah, so I thought of a concept named Zed. And I forgot what my point was now. What was it? I was probably going to talk about gimmicks, and luckily we've got a gimmick here tonight. It's called So.
She's more than a gimmick.
Okay. What the fuck's going on here, man?
She's our daughter.
Right.
She's our gonk.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's seen a lot.
Gonk, what's that?
Had a
The
rough
gonk,
time.
like your thing.
Oh, gonk?
Yeah.
What's
that's
a
what
gonk? I've never heard of that.
Like a thing that you take.
A
Well,
gonk.
the social services look like they should be involved.
They should. I mean, she is currently bondaged,
Yeah.
but I'm not here to kink shame, and I'm glad she's happy.
Okay, that's good.
She's got good nostrils.
Yeah, which we'll get on to, actually. So yeah, honey. So what are you guys all about, Mum?
Oh, it's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
We're all about fun.
Yeah.
That's all it's ever been.
Yeah.
Since the start, we were like, we just want to have fun, and whatever we do, and we want to let other people have fun. That's all it is.
Good stuff.
That's all it is.
Okay. So how would you describe your genre of music?
Oh.
Grunge.
Grunge.
Yeah. Distortion.
Post-punk.
Definitely punk. Like,
Yeah.
it's got that vibes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very, very rebellious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Deliberately.
Yeah.
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 Who are your main influences? Would you say?
Probably like Nirvana. Yeah, that's what we
Yeah.
and gossip.
Ah, no, I was going to mention Gossip like I was the original guy that mentioned it, but now you've mentioned it. Standing in the way of control.
Yeah, we used to cover that song so much, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Do you cover it now?
When we can persuade the drummer to.
Yeah.
It's just fast.
Is it hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Well, actually, your drummer's here with us tonight. We've got a bit of a surprise for you.
What? He's in Berlin.
Yeah. Where is it, Wes? Where's the drummer? I thought he was here.
I thought he was in Berlin.
Do you know what I'm on about?
The drummer.
Yeah.
Oh, the drummer. Oh, man. Yeah. Bear with me.
I'm bearing. I'll hold on.
I'll go get him.
Okay.
Yeah. He's here with us tonight.
Is he?
We brought him.
Oh, that's
No.
nice here.
Yeah, you ready?
All the way from Berlin.
Just keep looking at me, yeah?
Okay.
He's it's Archie, everyone. Hey.
Hi, Archie. We've missed you.
Apparently, like.
Oh, I can't wait until he sees this.
Because we did ask you. We asked you to bring them cardboard cutouts, right? But you couldn't bring them.
I know.
Can you kind of explain the story of what the fuck that was about? Because like I've seen you guys like only 4 times, and I think it was like the second or third time.
Have you seen
What are you
that?
laughing at? This is Archie, everyone.
Oh,
You look
God.
so good, Archie.
It does look like
You
a
look
guinea
so
pig.
nice.
It's really authentic.
She's got my drumsticks and stuff.
Yeah, I've got some in the other room actually. But yeah, so I've seen you quite a few times, and I think it was like the second or third time when you brought some cardboard cutouts
Yeah.
of yourselves. And I
They're
thought,
the real
anyone could
talent.
look at that and think like, you egotistical prick, what are you doing? Like, you know, but what was that all about?
It wasn't our choice,
Yeah,
to be
we
fair.
didn't make them ourselves.
Yeah.
We're not that self-obsessed. We didn't go to a shop and purposely print out cardboard
Yeah.
cutouts of ourselves.
How the fuck did you get them? Because they were like life size, man.
They're pretty good, aren't they? So
I was so fucked up at your last gig.
Was
I
that-
swear I was
was-
talking to your cardboard cutouts before I was talking to you. Like, you know what I mean?
Was that at the Your City Festival where you had the cardboard cutouts? I think it was. 'Cause
It
I-
was, yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. I didn't.
Neither did we.
No, it's our photographer Andy, bless him, who's done such a sick job. Like, it's
What's his
part of
name, Andy?
Andy Blakey.
This is when we realised we
something
don't know his surname.
Should have noted that down.
But yeah, no, it was part of his like uni project to like do an exhibition on a band's. Well, it could be anything of his choice, but he chose to do it on us, which we were really thankful for because it helps us out as well. And part of it
Andy's
was
so lovely.
I
Yeah.
actually saw
He's
that. But
amazing.
did you put a post up not long ago saying thank you to somebody? Is this that guy?
It
Saying thank
probably
you for
was.
No, that was
following-
Tashuka.
Oh yeah, we've got 2 nice chaps with us at the moment doing like some filming.
Have they followed you around or something?
Photography.
Yeah, that's Shuka.
Yeah, because you've got like a kind of like a documentary thing coming out soon.
Yeah.
When's that coming out?
Yeah, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. So,
What was the idea behind that? Was it just like he wanted to do some footage for you, and it was just like it wasn't like a planned thing, or
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and then we did interviews and everything. It was so weird.
Yeah.
We loved it, but it was weird.
Yeah.
it's really good.
Having to
but
take ourselves seriously was new and frightening.
yeah.
we
do you-
persuaded him to like us now.
Do you not find it easy then to take yourself serious, or to like try and
we're
present yourselves
terrible
as like
at
a
it.
business, you know? Because it's
Oh,
like that's what you got to
we're
do
so bad
nowadays,
at it.
aren't you?
She's the only
Well.
one who can do it.
Yeah.
The amount of...
Well, you're the manager, aren't you?
Effectively.
So do you book the gigs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
she does
all of them.
everything.
How'd you get gigs?
I make friends with people and
Yeah,
I bat
networking.
my eyelashes and say please.
It must be so easy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure your boyfriend likes that one, yeah.
So how did you play the Limelight Festival? Did you
Well,
did you get in contact?
I
or-
mean, I currently work for Richard Buxton, so.
Oh, do you?
yeah.
Really?
But no, he's actually, my dad used to play cricket with him at Hassel Street Primary School. So they found each other again at the Hippie Hippie Shake about 30 years later. And he's like, oh, my daughter plays in a band. And
Shout out to Alex's dad also. It's a good segue to introduce you guys from Honey.
Alex Mason.
Art Rowley.
Yes.
And my dad's Nick Mason, but not the real one.
Okay.
My dad's Simon
What?
Rowley. Not involved, I just thought that, you know.
who the rest of your band then?
We've got Beth Austin on bass.
And you, Archie.
Archie
Archie
on the-
Boyce, the
Archie on
He's
the
drummer.
just shaved his head there, hasn't he?
Archie-
Yeah.
He does keep saying he wants to do that.
Really?
Yeah, Archie Boyce wants to shave
Well,
his
do
head
you know what you'll never
inside.
achieve?
Mm.
It's the suede finish that Wes has got. Have you felt Wes's head?
No.
I haven't, you
Do you
know.
want to?
Could because I've just met him.
Have a touch. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's not completely bald, but it's like,
No, this will surprise you. It's like
Let's
velvet.
touch his head. Let me touch
I
his
know,
head like
yeah.
you're a cat.
Nah, mate, you're not expecting that.
Oh, that's
Is that
lovely.
beautiful?
What'd you do to
I'd
it?
make a jumper out of that.
What do you mean what do I do to it? It's completely natural, that is. I don't do anything, it just, just the way it is.
What'd you do to it?
I've got the special stuff I rub on.
Yeah, I can tell.
So, thank you very much for coming into our podcast. This is really interesting because you've been on my radar, our radar, for quite some time now. It's like we've seen you quite a few times, and you're like basically the first guys in that. Actually, no, you're the second guys in, so it's not that much. It's not that special.
We'll
So-
take it anyway.
Cheers.
It's fine.
But no,
But this is podcast number 7.
This is podcast number 7.
Do you know what that means?
according
Podcast
to
number 7.
YouTube, right, and like we follow like podcast kind of like, do you know like the
Etiquette or-
Ten Commandments
Oh, yeah.
podcast? Apparently, they make or break on the 7th episode.
Right, I'm
So-
going now.
Yeah, so no pressure.
Thanks for
like,
having us.
Yeah, no pressure. But this is the one. So how special do you feel right now?
Less special, more frightened.
Really?
Sophie's well up for it. She's well up for
You'll
it.
make it, but just because of Sophie.
Yeah. she'll do
Sophie,
it.
to be honest, Sophie's the only one that's making this podcast a little bit awkward. Yeah, sounds that. I
She's
feel so
gone.
much more comfortable now.
It's that squishy head, it'll nurse us all.
But yeah, so I've seen you guys quite a few times. I fucking love your shit, and it's like it's ace that
Thank you.
you're fresh. You're like little babies compared to like me and Wezzy, where we've got fucking been there, done that, seen
definitely me.
shit. Yeah.
Holly.
But I think the most special gig that I saw you play was when you played with the Soap Girls at the Underground, and that was a shit hot night, wasn't it?
Yeah,
For
it
punk.
was.
It was.
For
That
punk
was
music.
punk night.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was ace, wasn't it?
It
Yeah,
don't
it
get more
was.
punk than that, really.
And
Don't get
apparently
more
the Soap Girls are coming in. But I just wanted to know what your opinion of the Soap Girls is, because they're quite a controversial outfit, aren't they?
Well, to some people they are, but
Yeah.
To us, we think they're just
their music's sick, their message is sick,
Yeah.
and they perform
what's
well.
not to like.
The manager, she's crazy.
Yeah.
No comment.
Yeah, no, we
Did you have much? Did you talk to them? Did you speak
We
to
were
them?
advised not to.
No, the Soap Girls.
No, the girls. The girls. We
girls.
chatted to them. We
I
chatted
kept
to
going
them a
into the
lot.
green room,
Yeah.
and it's just a bit of a shock in a rough Stoke green room to see nothing but topless girls.
Yeah.
That was a took
Our
a moment.
drummer Archie loved it.
Archie wouldn't go in without one of us with him. Archie would not go in without
I don't
somebody
quite
who
know
owns boobs.
why. No, they were really nice.
Yeah.
Genuinely lovely.
were
We spoke to them
lovely.
after.
They
They
had
were
We spoke to
great
them
girls.
after.
Good
We were a bit
stuff.
fucked up, weren't we?
Yeah.
This is how we met you guys. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, trying to run us through that. No. Why was I out of hand or something?
Nah.
or something?
You were amusing.
Ah,
you
that's-
you were good.
Amusing,
You were
that's
very.
what I thought you were.
Amusing.
Yeah. No,
That's
you were
right.
very welcoming. As in, you gotta come on my show.
Oh.
You got to.
I was very
No,
forceful.
don't go. I won't let you go.
Yeah. Well, like I said, number 7 episode,
Yeah.
first female
Oh, it's all on you,
You're
kid.
looking at me.
and first transitioning male.
Thank
And
you.
we're okay talking about this, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Talk about what you want.
And can we talk about it?
Yes, by all means.
What's it all about, Art?
What's it all about?
Yeah.
Well, my name is Arthur Hugh Rowley, and I was not born Arthur Hugh Rowley. Oh no, children. Is anybody sitting comfortably? I was born a woman, and I identify as transmasculine, which isn't necessarily a trans man, but it's somewhere on the spectrum, closer to male. But tiptoeing towards in the middle, non-binary. I use he, him pronouns, and I legally changed my name via deed poll, and I came out to my family when I was 17.
Yeah, how was that though?
It was all right. I kind of came out twice because I came out once to my friends when I was about 16 and then got scared and went back into the closet for 2 years.
Really?
And then I came back out to my friends and to my family. And, it takes your family a minute because it just will, but they were perfectly accepting and happy days. And I used to have a fun game with my friend, AJ. We used to play a game where I'd talk about things that were quite trans things, but I'd start the sentence with, this isn't me coming out, but, and then we'd be able to comfortably talk about trans things without me stepping out of my comfort zone. So cheers, AJ.
Okay.
Look at me now.
I know what you mean.
Shout out to AJ.
Cheers, AJ Marchant.
Why? Do you know what she means?
I don't know. I just get it.
Yeah.
Love that.
There's a weird thing going on nowadays, and I think it's like with the LGBT movement especially, where like you're expected to be like a certain way. Like before you showed up tonight in the podcast, me being honest to you, I was a bit nervous because I was like, oh, is it going to be like hard to talk to, or is she going to be like, is he going to be like, oh, weird about this and that and the other? But like speaking to you tonight, it's been super comfortable.
Good,
and, like,
I'm glad.
Yeah, no.
Say what you want to me.
And it's like we had a conversation before the podcast started.
Yeah,
didn't
until the
we?
camera started going on. Like,
We did.
It's like back to square one,
about
isn't
like
it?
people getting offended nowadays, and it's like, what my main question to you was, do you get offended if people like misidentify you, or like sort of like call you she, or like call you like dead naming and shit like that? Because my opinion is, every trans person that I've met has just been completely sound either way, and they're willing to talk about it and they're willing to communicate what's going
That's the thing. It's the communication.
And the scary thing is, everybody else that's offended on behalf of them, do you know what I mean? And be saying like, oh, you shouldn't say this, you shouldn't say
it's
it.
the
It's like,
expectation of people who haven't lived the lives of a trans person.
Yeah.
Which, to a degree, could be a good thing because it's people trying to defend the trans community, which obviously we appreciate allies because rough times. But yeah, it can be taken too far.
Do you think it is rough times?
Yeah. I mean, we are always hoping, it's 2 steps forward and only 1 step back. But, it's always going to be rough times because people are scared of what they don't understand.
I think trans is the most stigmatised one.
Definitely, I agree.
Because it's like, if a man wants to dress as a woman, the natural reaction nowadays is to laugh.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a funny thing.
It's comedic, yeah.
But it gets like portrayed that way through like drag shows and things like that. And it's like, who's that actor that's recently, he wore a dress on?
Yeah, and he looked gorgeous on that red carpet, yeah.
And he wasn't making a fucking laugh and sing and
no,
joke
he did that
about
interview,
it.
didn't he? Where it was like, I just did it because I wanted to, and if it makes people uncomfortable, good.
Are you fully behind that then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody, regardless of your identity, you should dress how you want. What's gendered about clothing? I'll still wear skirts since coming out.
Yeah, well, that's what confused me about you.
Sorry!
Because when I first met you, and I do admit, like, I was proper like off my face, like.
So was I probably.
I referred to you as a girl, and I was like, yeah, because it's a girl band, like, and that's how I referred to it. So I had to be careful tonight when you were coming here, and that's what I was most nervous about, to be honest. Because I was like, are you gonna get shitty if I fucking accidentally say, oh, it's a girl band and blah blah blah?
Don't matter to me.
And I was like, no, she dressed like a girl. She's wearing tights and skirts and everything. Like, no, fuck that, man. You know what I mean? Like, but
that's the thing. I dress how I want. I act how I want. I talk how I want. It's just, it's it's a simple matter of human respect. Just if I say to you, you know, these pronouns didn't fit me and this name didn't fit me, could you call me by something else? And if you say no, that's not you not agreeing with trans lifestyle, that's you not respecting me. And that was always my thing when I came out. I was never offended if people dead-named me or misgendered me.
Yeah.
It was just, if you're doing it blatantly for the sake of your cause, that just shows that my relationship in your life is less important to you than you preaching your point.
Well, I believe in politeness. So
I believe in politeness.
So it's just like, if you want to identify as that, either way, I will go with it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. There's things I don't understand in life, but I'm not going to tell somebody else what to do with their small amount of time on Earth.
Thanks for talking about that, by the way. Like,
it's all right.
Honestly, I thought I was going to have to avoid that subject.
Nah, don't worry to me. I'll talk about anything.
But I think people want to know it as well. Do you know what I mean? Because people are curious, and there's nothing wrong with curiosity. There's nothing wrong with wanting to know. And I think that's the stigma that fucking beats us nowadays. It's like people think that they can't ask questions and they can't fucking, like, you know.
That's the thing. I'd much rather people just talk to me and ask me things.
Everybody says that all the time. I'd rather people ask me than look at me in a weird way, like, you know, what's going on. You don't have to skirt around my back. Oh, what should I call it? Is it a boy or a girl? Just come up to me and be like, oh, so sorry, what pronouns do you use? Great. Why did you transition? Well, I'll tell you. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much easier that way than guessing games. Because I'm not going to get offended. I don't care. I'm the one living this life. I don't care. Good stuff.
Cheers, man.
You two know each other. I've known each other for quite some time, haven't you?
Yeah.
So how long have you known each other for?
About 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too long.
Because how old are you?
19.
So you've known each other since you were 4 years old?
Yeah.
That we have. Too long.
So you're playing like nativity sets and nursery and shit like that?
Diggers.
Yeah.
Cars.
Oh, diggers.
Cars.
Oh, full on feminism coming at me right now, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she was in trouble in reception in primary school. I always bring this up because it's funny. She was in trouble.
I've ever properly been in trouble.
No, it wasn't, because you were also in trouble for playing that game of polo.
Stop it.
You got put on the orange, bitch.
No, I didn't. I got my parents in to change it.
I'm telling the tale.
Okay.
So we met in reception and she was in trouble and she was sat on the naughty carpet. And I am an angel, so I got to play on the cow computer and play video games. And I turned around and she was crying on the naughty carpet, so I proceeded to laugh at her for about 20 minutes. And we were firm friends ever since.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because are you naughty then?
Yeah. She's the naughty one.
You're a super good girl, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a
because you apparently got 11 GCSEs, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on here? Slandering.
Hey, no, I prefer the naughty people, to be honest. Like, other than these boffins. But let's talk about these GCSEs that you've got, Alex.
They're not that interesting.
They're super interesting because you studied law now, don't you? In university in Birmingham.
It's not very punk rock, I have to admit. It's pretty sad, really, but...
No, it's not.
You got to have a plan B, haven't you, really? So...
Is it a plan B, or is it something that you're genuinely interested in and get, like, sort of, like, turned on by the challenge and all that?
It's defo a plan B. I can't get turned on by contract law. I mean, Christ, like, misrepresentation. Yeah.
Oh, you got to be joking, aren't you?
What about criminal law? Would you prefer that?
That's all right, to be fair. I mean, the Brown case about nailing the foreskin to the piece of wood.
She taught me about that. That's a good one.
That?
Yeah.
What about her?
Yeah. So we did this case study on Brown. That's the case name. And it's about sadomasochism and what the limits to consent are, and whether, in fact, you wanting your foreskin nailed to a piece of wood and having, like, nettles.
I haven't got a foreskin, so...
That's okay.
We won't nail it to a piece of wood, then.
It's difficult to relate, isn't it? Like, I can't understand it myself, but... and, like, rubbing nettles on, like, your scrotum and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, they were fine. They enjoyed it. It was filmed. It got reported.
Whatever gets you going.
But this was the hoo-ha because it was their private life, and, you know, should we intervene? And some of them did get prosecuted for, you know, like ABH and whatever, and it's whether that was right or not.
Well, if it wasn't consensual, then yeah, it should be.
But it was consensual, completely.
They
wanted
all
to.
Consensual.
Okay.
And they didn't have to go to hospital.
Have you heard about that German guy that advertised somebody for kill him and eat him?
Oh, yeah, no, I did hear about that.
And he got prosecuted, didn't he?
Yeah.
And even though it was all consensual, like, you know, they filmed it and everything. Like, I saw the documentary of it.
Mad world.
Have you
What,
seen it?
consensual fucking murder?
Yeah.
No, that can't exist. Surely.
You know, people who want to be, like, killed and eaten.
Yeah, like, for sexual preference. Like, it was dead bad, mate.
But you're not going to get a kick off it from when you're dead, are you?
Mate,
Like,
you did, though.
yeah.
It was mad because it was like a documentary, and they were saying, yeah, and I chopped his dick off, and I put it in the frying pan downstairs. I left him upstairs.
That's a good night.
Oh yeah, I think I watched this actually. Was he in the bath or something?
Yeah, screaming in the bath, and he said he took it downstairs.
Yeah, he passed out and all that.
Fried it in the frying pan.
This is not good. We're presenting ourselves to the world like as sick bastards that's watched some really weird shit.
Oh
Like.
no, I didn't watch it. Well, I watched it, but it wasn't like that. Not much shocks me, mate, but that fucking dead man. So it was like...
Yeah. Same as me, man. Shall we talk about the band? Like, shall we bring it back down a level?
Let's keep talking about frying penises and nailing foreskins.
Oh, if you want to do that. Like. But my
That's
notes,
more representative of the band.
I didn't have on my notes frying penises at all. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, you weren't prepared then.
Yeah,
well, it did say when it fried it up, the meat was too fresh. And it shriveled up, and it was too tough for it to be.
We've been there, man. We've been there.
We've all been there.
We've all felt that.
We've all had a rough night.
I've not been fried in the frying pan.
So we've established you two met in fucking nursery.
Yeah.
Way back, man.
Yeah, man.
So when did you get together, like musically? Or was that something that developed over time?
Well, we were playing in guitar concerts together when we were 9, singing Miley Cyrus The Climb.
Okay.
So, destined for fame.
Okay. Yeah.
But then we both just sort of did our own musical stuff for a bit and then made a band.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But were you in previous projects before?
Yeah. I mean, we've had projects for ages, really, since we were...
Alfresco and the Outdoor Dining Experience.
Yeah, that was
our
names.
first band name.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Alfresco and the Outdoor Dining Experience.
That's a cool name. I think you should bring that back.
Yeah, I agree. But
I don't know if I'm going to remember that from like the 5 seconds ago that you told it me. Like, but go on. What was that about?
Well, we did a couple of open mics, didn't we?
Back in the day.
When yeah.
Just you two.
Yeah.
So you were singing. You were playing guitar.
She was playing guitar.
Yeah.
Acoustic style.
Ooh, okay.
At the Rigger, so of all places, it was the perfect.
Us aged 14, acoustically playing Riptide in the Rigger did not go down particularly well.
It wasn't as bad as the guy who came on with the didgeridoo afterwards, so he was his reception was
what
lukewarm.
a character. I loved him.
I enjoyed it.
He stuck with us.
Yeah.
That's a good performance.
Who's that?
Some bloke who played a didgeridoo.
He just brought it on, it was huge.
Mm.
Massive, man.
Have you ever blew one?
No, can't say I have.
I had to go with this last gig, mate. I tried to blow this guy's didgeridoo, mate.
Can you say that?
Mate, after his last gig at the It's Not a Cult Festival, when they went
No, you
off,
cannot tell people that you went to It's Not a Cult Festival that you blew some guy's didgeridoo, man.
I did. I tried to have a blow, mate. I've never tried to blow a didgeridoo before, mate, and it was dead hard, mate.
It's hard. There's a technique to it, man. And what you have to do is, like,
I couldn't even get my mouth out. I couldn't even get the fucking. I'd have to go.
But you have to. I know the technique. I know the technique technically, but I can't actually do it physically myself. And
It's kind of breathing in and blowing out at the same time, isn't it? It's sort of
like with brass instruments.
But if you're doing that, or as you're doing that, you're doing that with your. I just don't get it, man.
Breathe normally.
I know that technique really well.
Credit to didgeridoers out there, man.
It's basically all you need to do. You need to get into sucking and blowing at the same time.
My dad might see this.
Oh my god!
We're talking about didgeridoos, like it's a serious thing.
It's art.
It's this kind of podcast, man. Right, snacks. Before you two came in.
Is it that time?
It's that time. Right, so we briefly explained to you earlier about one of our features called Snacks on the podcast.
Yeah.
And what we like to do is we just like to treat our guests with some snacks and sweets and stuff. So like, this is snacks.
I like snacks. I want to snack.
And this week, mind you, no, it's definitely your generation.
Yes,
Maoms.
mate.
Yeah. No.
Is it
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Can I go for a snack?
Yeah,
I want to try one of
the
these
point.
silver ones. I don't know what the flavour this is.
Coca-Cola. I already know.
Yeah.
Yes, mate.
Yeah.
We're big fans of podcasts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think the main rule of podcast is you don't eat on a podcast.
Oh.
Well, you can do, but you've got to do that
ASMR.
Yeah,
That's it.
so this is why we want snacks on our podcast, because
Don't
I don't
worry.
think there's anything better than guests coming in and just chewing whilst they're talking with a mouthful, like, in a proper Stokey way.
Professional.
Yeah.
Mate, how's that fucking cola?
No, they're all white.
Oh,
no,
no.
So,
Yeah,
Maoms is a snack this week.
Do you go all in one?
Yeah, I go all in one.
Funny.
Well, what do you do?
Peer pressure.
You don't have to, babe. Live your
How
own
what
life.
do you usually do? You're not a sucker, are you?
You a sucker or a chewer?
Only at the weekend.
Mate, 7th podcast, this is going quite well.
I thought you said might be watching.
Oh shit, yeah. Do you know what's that bad about this podcast?
Yeah.
I'm quite restricted because my mum watches every single one of them. My mum's been pissed off with me the last 3 weeks because I've been slagging her off, right?
Oh.
Because when I was little, at school, do you know when you have like your lunch boxes made for you by your parents?
Mm.
Did you have good lunch boxes or shit lunch boxes? Mine were really shit, like.
Oh, what was your usual lunchbox?
I can't not be honest, Mum, I'm so sorry. But like, I was like a ham sandwich and a club.
What's wrong with that?
See?
No, mate, that's rough.
No, we had Black Coast and if you heard of that band Black Coast.
What do you mean, what's wrong with that? When your mate's got Stack'ems and fucking Twixies and shit
Oh,
like,
no,
you know
I
what
never
mean?
got none of these Stack'ems.
No.
Lunchables.
And Dairy Dunkers and
I
cheese
never got
strings and shit like
Lunchables.
that.
Let's not play
Yeah.
these games. If I was lucky, I got a Froob.
I
Oh,
didn't
and
get
then
them.
they'd burst in your bag and it'd all be a shit show.
Yeah, this is actual PTSD for you, though. You remember this happening to me.
I remember when you had your mum gave you a duck sandwich and you choked on
A
it.
duck sandwich?
I don't remember this.
You started
What?
crying in the hall because you didn't like it, and then one of the ladies came over and was like, "What's the matter?" And then you just like really reluctantly spat it out.
Oh my
I
God.
don't remember this.
I remember it.
Why was my
clear as day.
mum giving me duck sandwiches? We were
She
beneath the
defo
bread
did.
line.
She defo did. I'm not joking.
Kerry, why did you get bougie for 1 week?
What were you like in school, Wes? You were quite naughty, weren't you?
Yeah,
You were a chemist.
I was bad.
Didn't you blow a fucking science room up or something?
Yeah,
I
Can you
threw
please-
acid at a teacher.
You are joking.
No.
Mate, you are no worse than the shit that's going on in London right now. Shame on you.
It was an accident.
What
Right.
did you two teach you?
Threw acid at him. But he was a lovely bloke. He was a lovely bloke.
What kind of acid? Like
It
the
was Mr.
acid?
Jones.
Oh, I love Mr.
Yeah,
Jones.
Mr. Jones, lovely bloke. I decided to mix, like raw calcium little things.
No.
The metal.
That's dead bad.
Yeah,
was like 15.
I know what you're on about.
I decided to mix them in acid and see what happens. Turns out, not good things.
Yeah, if you mix an alkaline metal with any sort of acid, it's not cool.
I failed all
Well,
my
it's just
sciences.
cool. It's cool as fuck, man. Like,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I had a great time until I decided to try and pick it up in my bare hand, injured myself, got angry at it, started crying, tried to throw it into a sink, got scared because I thought I was going to smash it. Mr. Jones started shouting at me. I did throw it into a sink and then I threw acid at him.
Oh, shit, man.
Yeah.
Rough time.
Normally, acid chuckings to people like Nigel Farage and,
Yeah,
and Boris Johnson.
Not me, age 13, getting scared of calcium.
Hey, that's a good fucking angle that you're coming at now, because we
What?
can go on a political angle about, like, assault and shit.
Shit.
Now, I imagine that you guys are quite left-wing, aren't you?
Yeah.
But what do you think about chucking milkshakes?
I think there's worse things you could be chucking. If
Yeah,
we've
like
got to find a
acid.
positive. If we've got to find a positive.
My
Is
opinion
that
is...
worse or better things that you could be chucking?
More damaging things you could be chucking.
How's about better arguments?
Boom. That's what you should be chucking.
That's my problem nowadays, I think. I think, like, it's too easy politically.
Yeah, but what do you think about these people that chuck fucking milkshakes at people? Or
I disagree. Totally.
Yeah.
Either way.
I mean,
Like,
it
it's
is an
just so
assault
childish.
and it's
It makes
not
you look
very
more
nice,
stupid.
but,
It
I
makes you
mean,
look more stupid, in my opinion.
kind of deserves
If you-
it though.
I disagree, because I think if you're not making a better point against it, like, I think you should be able to argue articulately.
I
not
agree you
like-
should be able to argue, but there are
Yeah.
certain people that people in power aren't listening to, whether or not they're giving their argument. And that's why, you get stuff like rioting, because people aren't listening even when they're arguing back. So I get that some people are so frustrated, but it's just a shame it's reached the point.
Well, everybody's frustrated at the moment, but it's created this frustration as.
Yeah,
It's
it's
selling.
worse in it. It's fire feeding fire.
And the people creating the frustration are just sat there looking at it and laughing.
Exactly. People
It's-
at the
it's-
top. watching it burn at the bottom. That's all it is.
It's crazy.
Well, it's interesting because like we live in such polarizing times that I think that polarization kind of sells nowadays. So
it
like
does.
newspaper, you're better off nowadays as a business being far right or far left. Rather than just centered and mature, like, you know what I mean? Like, just willing to
or they'll find something on you that'll be, because, I don't know, like I remember a few years ago there was a thing with Uber where they were found to be supporting Trump, even though they'd previously advertised themselves as right in the middle. Now that it had been found that they were supporting Trump, that it was almost like if you don't polarize yourself, somebody will find some dirt on you and you will be polarized.
So, what are your views on Trump? I mean, I know that's a mad question, like, but...
Personally, not super keen.
Okay.
I'm so glad I don't live in America.
Yeah.
Whereas England's doing brill.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true. But, you know.
Yeah, but England seems to create all this trouble. I mean, I know it doesn't seem it, but it actually does. England creates all this trouble.
And technically, modern day America's our fault.
What do you mean?
Because we went over there, didn't we? Started messing with some natives.
I thought you went to...
Not me personally, not just on me.
Honey had gone over there and caused some
we
shit.
went over there for a tour and we absolutely dragged it down. No, I'm not too keen on Trump, but...
There's so much... God, it's a deep topic, this is, because you've just got hate everywhere at the moment. All the politics is based on a lot...
Fear and hate, that's all it is.
Fear and hate, and it's creating a really... crappy climate. The amount of violence is increasing,
and the problem is with it sells them.
And that's the sad truth. A lot of people like controversy and drama. That makes headlines, but it's not right. It really isn't right, and I don't like it. It's uncomfortable to live in, to be honest. I think it's dreadful. I mean, what's happening
frightening to live in.
And God Almighty, Boris is going to be the Prime
Well,
Minister
next
next Friday.
frightening at the moment. If you can look at it as another point, if you can just take a seat back, it's exciting. If you can just watch it all.
Yeah, we're living in quite interesting times right now.
It's interesting.
I mean,
shit is happening, isn't it? Like, that's just like, whoa.
Just keep your head. It is actually exciting.
It is exciting, but it's when it starts to affect people
Yeah.
that I struggle with.
Does it affect you?
It does affect me.
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, first of all, because I'm LGBT, that affects me.
Yeah.
And also, just on a humanitarian level, you know, whether we're talking classism or racism or any kind of ism, that affects me as somebody who cares deeply for my fellow man.
That's the problem, though, that word ism.
It is a problem, but sometimes it's a name given to something that deserves it.
Yeah, isms it's a scary thing, isms are.
Because the problem with most isms nowadays is it's used so much that it's just become so ineffective.
Yeah, it's like when you repeat a word so much and it stops making sense.
Like if racism for nowadays, it doesn't come across as a term to me as like as strong as it used to be. Like 6 years ago, if you were a racist, that was a really bad thing. You was like, fucking hell. But everyone's just chucking these words out nowadays, and it's like I was speaking to you guys earlier about freedom of speech, and I think like I'm a complete advocate of freedom of speech that I particularly disagree with. And the problem, if you're trying to shut people down, is that dark shit is going to get fettered underground, and you're going to get movements that are really much worse. If you look at history, man, every time you try to shut freedom of speech down, it always fetters as something more evil than it is. So my opinion is, even though I'd say I'm quite centred, I would say that I'm centre left. That's how I identify.
Yeah.
But I'd rather like the racism and all the isms out in the open, so I can see where it's at.
I'd rather there be the ability for conversation about it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I struggle with people who have that mindset of these people are racist, so there's nothing we can do, let's fight them, let's take them down. Because sometimes, you know, a lot of hatred and fear is built from ignorance.
It's basically because of something that you don't understand.
It's just
and
people
you don't
being scared of something they don't understand. And if there's that bridge made for that conversation, you can educate people and they might educate you. And that... this is my issue with outrage culture and cancel culture, is nobody has room to grow and learn anymore.
What culture? Cancel culture?
Yeah, cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
The culture of people being cancelled on the internet for their actions, which, you know, for some people, they do some deplorable acts. They do. I'm not going to play that down for the sake of my point, but I think people are losing their ability to be able to safely grow and learn and be educated because people are living in fear of saying the wrong thing or asking the wrong questions. Like when we were talking about the trans thing earlier.
Yeah, which I was pretty scared to talk to you about.
Yeah,
and then
but
after I had a conversation with you about it, it was like...
I'm not frightening.
It was so cool, and I just felt more relaxed, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought, like, I had some stupid judgment that you were going to, like, snap at me
No,
or something,
look
or,
at
like,
me.
you know. But, like, you're completely comfortable with that, and, like,
Yeah.
that's what we should learn from, like, just questions and being able to openly talk to each other, you
Yeah,
know. And I think that's what's
exactly.
missing nowadays, because I think everyone nowadays has chosen their side. So, like, anything that comes out, like you're saying about outrage culture, is instantly, it's either far right or far left. You're
Yeah.
either one or the other. And it's like, I'm neither, to be honest, because I can kind of see both sides to an extent, but where I take a diplomatic approach nowadays, where I'm just purely objective about it, and I
Yeah.
don't attach myself to either side nowadays.
Do you vote?
No, he doesn't.
I don't,
But he
actually.
did do
No.
once.
Oh, the drama
Yeah.
of that one time.
Should we not
Just
talk?
asking.
Should we not talk about your?
I'm of the opinion, like, I'm quite conservative, but not Tory. Not Tory conservative, but conservative is like, I've got my own politics, but, like, I don't think it's, like, important to talk about it
I
publicly.
agree.
I'd rather keep things like that privately, and I hate it when people fucking spout shit on Facebook.
And here's the
so I'm
thing
just
about
like,
when you just said, do you vote? I've done this thing. I'm not even registered to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to vote anymore because I don't like any of it. But the thing is, they keep knocking on my door, coming round my house and saying, you, and threatening me with
Yeah.
a £1,000 fine and that, like, and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm not registered to vote anymore. I don't want to vote for any of them.
Can I tell you about my history?
Yeah.
I used to be like a far left activist, right?
Mm-hmm.
That dressed up as a sheep.
You weren't far left.
Well, I already love it. I'm Welsh. Tell me more.
Oh no.
You weren't far left.
I would have
It wasn't far left.
identified myself as far left
That
at the
wasn't
time.
far
But what
left.
we used to do is, do you know about bailiffs and like evictions and things like that? As if people were like going through hard times in the country and they were like being evicted from the households, we'd literally just gather like a group of people, just barricade it off so bailiffs couldn't get in.
Love that.
So
I'll
the-
do
so
that.
the- so the
Where do I
people-
join these meetings?
Yeah. I've been there, done that. Like that's the weird thing, because sometimes you get associated with the politics, and that's what I don't like. I'd rather like discussions like this where
Yeah.
we can be sort of diplomatic about it and have conversations. And I think the trouble is nowadays you can't have them conversations because you're going to get branded right or left. And like I say, I identify. I'm quite middle, so I'm like.
What
Yeah.
were them?
No, I'm alright, thanks.
Oh, sorry, that was snacks, by the way.
Oh no. I want to snack.
I think we should move on.
Snacks derailed then, didn't
Wait,
Yeah, no, this is good. Go on. Okay.
I'm actually a Monster Raven loony.
What?
A Monster Raven loony. I'm part of the loony party. I'm Almanac's Mason.
It's a
Is that the guy that wears a wizard hat?
Nick the Flying Brick.
Who fucking wants to buy everyone a horse?
Oh, was that Lord Buckethead?
Oh, sorry.
He's
Yeah.
really good.
Oh, that was
he's
the one.
really good.
No,
Oh, you
But,
like him?
No,
Yeah.
it was Screaming Lord Such.
Yeah, that's right. And
Go on.
Lord Hope was before. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
shit.
really good.
He's dead now.
Yeah,
Oh, is he?
he used
Yeah.
to be an
Oh.
abandoned tea. He's really cool. But anyway, yeah, I'm part of them. And if you don't usually vote, then vote unusually. And that's all
Ooh.
that's all I have to tell you.
Oh, that's a nice
and-
little quote
yeah,
there.
we
That
have
might
to,
be the title of this podcast, actually.
Abolish gravity.
Try
and
not being registered to vote.
Gravy
and, see
for
what
all.
the
Abolish gravity. Are you
Yeah.
a flat earther now?
We can
And
talk about
everything-
conspiracies if you
Oh,
want
you
to.
will do. I swear to God. My nana,
Yeah.
who you've
Weed in
met,
house. Yeah.
you've met, she thinks the Queen is a clone.
Love this.
Yeah, she thinks that the Queen has died. Yeah, and like she's been like rebranded.
If it stops Charles
Wow.
being on the
Like-
throne, I'm happy with it.
The Queen is now an AI
Oh, I love that.
little robot thing.
Oh, I hope
My
so.
nan's mental. She is mental.
I thought my
But she's
nan was
she's my idol, like, you know what I mean. But I'm just
I
not.
love a mad nan.
Yeah,
Love a mad
she's one of
nan.
them, man.
But I don't think his man's not nan. No, I don't. I don't think his nan's that mad. But honestly, I'm with it.
Oh God, we're
You agree with everything she says?
Yeah. Honestly, synth.
Yeah, my nan watches all of these podcasts, and it's like, it's not very good. Because it's my nan, and do you know what she tells me every week? You need to stop swearing so much. It's disgusting, that is. But cunt, I don't care.
Hey.
My nan
Hey.
would backhand me. My nan would hit me.
Alex, you study law, don't you?
Ooh.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh God, I'm not really sure myself, to be honest, but you just need something to pass the time, don't you? Really?
Money.
Yeah, studying law, that takes about 8 years to like fucking get into, like, you know.
Yeah, it's just something to do. It keeps you busy. Yeah, it keeps you very busy. But
Do you find it difficult?
at times, yeah, it is difficult.
What's most difficult about it?
Is oh goodness me, you've got a lot of cases and you've got to remember what happens, and there's a lot of names, a lot of dates, and
What kind of law are you studying?
analysis. You have to do like the core subjects. So this year I did public, criminal, and contract. And next year I've got tort, EU, which is going to be really useful
tort?
soon.
What about tort law? That's a bit of an interest to me.
Yeah, but no, that'll be quite a good one to do next year, and land as well. That'll be even easements and all that.
Do you know the difference between law of the land and law of the sea?
No, am I meant to?
They won't teach you that.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about my activist days. Like, there was this thing called free man on the land. I'm sure you've heard of it. No, you've not heard of it.
Have,
oh shit!
I don't really know it.
Okay, so you know about common law, don't you? English common law.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? The English common law. What's the main?
Well, basically, it's based on no harm, no loss, no harm, loss, fraud.
Is it no? What's the actual book that it goes to? It's something specific, isn't it?
Well, you've got Black's Law Dictionary, but I think that's American.
No, I'm talking about something else. It's to do with common law. We'll get there.
It's not like the Magna Carta. Or
That's the
something,
one. The Magna Carta. That's the one. Do you learn about that?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I know about it, yeah.
I went
How
to
was
a
that?
Magna Carta street party once.
Did you?
Yeah, I just thought that, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like the Magna Carta.
Yeah, it's got a lot of good stuff in it.
Apparently, the American Constitution was based on the Magna Carta.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is that, like, when the Americans go on about the Constitution, they base it on the English Constitution, but the English Constitution isn't recognised in England.
Well, so people.
Or is it?
Well, we have a constitution, but
Yeah.
some people think that because it's not written down and you can't see it physically and it's
Yeah.
not in a big book that we don't have one, but we definitely do.
There's definitely a constitution
What's
for
in it?
England.
Everything at all.
Everything's in
like
it.
every single law, statute, common law, EU law.
Am I going to prison?
And there's also like
Alex?
Well, we'll help you out.
Jeez. Give me
But
mates
there's also
rates.
like conventions, like how the Queen can't like back down, certain things.
I
and
wish she would.
all things like that.
Well, the Queen's the only person in this country that can't go to prison, right? Is that true?
I think maybe.
I think
Yeah.
she should.
Because it's Her Majesty's, Majesty's court and prison.
That'd be a bit
everything.
ironic.
So if the Queen killed someone, she'd just
Be
get
a
away
big
with it.
hoo-ha. Constitutional
What do you mean
crisis.
if the Queen's killed someone?
Diplomatic.
You might,
Yeah, diplomatic immunity.
something like that.
Something like that. Sorry, law degree.
Is that what you're planning
I'm
on?
not really a lawyer.
But you're quite clever though, aren't you? You're quite academic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a nerd.
Yeah, bit of a nerd, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you say you're a nerd, but you never watch Stranger Things, or
No,
you don't
not
watch
that
Star
sort
Wars,
of nerd.
so it's not a kind of nerdiness.
No,
It's more
no.
like academic nerd. Like,
the really sad type.
if you're given a test, you can complete that
Smart
test.
kid.
Yeah.
Hermione Granger.
Let's talk about your GCSEs.
Okay, yeah.
How many did you get?
I did actually get 9.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But what happened was, I don't know how I did it, because I think I got a bit of a sympathy vote because I developed stress-induced narcolepsy and passed out in half my exams.
That's how we should do it then, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
That's what we should be teaching the young uns nowadays.
Just have a nap and
Yeah.
you'll get away with it.
Were you
Exams-
really on stress-induced narcolepsy?
Yeah.
Did they prescribe anything that for you?
No, because it was just that it only come on for the exams. I hadn't shown any symptoms before, so they were like, on your way. And I was like, thank you, doctor.
So basically, you just fell asleep and yeah.
Yeah. I remember the one that it first happened in. It was my second maths paper. And I know that because I just couldn't see. Like, my eyes were going and my head was going. And I just thought, I'm going to have to go to sleep. And then I got out after the, bell went. So the exam was over and I'd written about 2 pages. And I got out, sat in the canteen. Somebody threw a penny at me and it was just the straw that broke the camel's back. And I proceeded to cry for 3 hours.
Oh,
That's
God.
how I feel at work every single day, mate.
It was a beautiful day.
It's not beautiful, man. I'm not bad at it, man.
Now, Art has got some nice nostrils, hasn't she? We
Mate.
noticed tonight.
Oh, it's just got wicked nostrils.
Thank you.
Oh,
Can you point them to the camera?
fact-
and we'll do a
in
little
fact-
zoom in. Right.
No,
So
in fact, we might have all.
I think we're going to have you as a contender maybe next week or the next 2 weeks. Would you mind?
I'd love it.
Okay, yeah.
That'd be wicked, man.
Love it.
Because you have got wicked nostrils.
Thank you.
Sorry, Alex.
No, it's alright.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Weak contender.
You know, but Alex, Art, your nostrils. Can I just have another? Mate, they're amazing.
Thank you.
They are good.
Thank you. And I got a piercing in it, so I should get extra points.
Extra points.
Thank you.
A plus. Seriously, you
Nostrils
really
of the Week has got a piece in an area as well, hasn't she?
I don't think
I think she has actually. But we'll find out.
Well,
Because this is Nostrils of the Week, right? Here we go. It's time for Nostrils of the Week, everyone. Oh, bollocks.
This happens. This happens every week.
Where's his nostrils? 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 Nostrils of the week.
Nostrils. Okay,
That was
so this
lovely.
week we've got someone that you will definitely know because
This
she's
week-
quite famous.
This week she's quite famous.
Yeah.
pressure.
And honestly, mate,
For her nostrils.
they're not as good as Arthur's, man.
Oh, thank you.
No,
But you
they're not-
know what Nostrils of the Week is all about, yeah? Forward facing, round.
A good
yeah,
round set of
circular.
nostrils.
Here we
yes.
go. Check these out.
Fern cotton. Yeah.
They're nothing on
Solid
yours.
nostrils.
Nothing on yours,
Solid,
though.
they're good.
Solid
They are big,
nostrils.
Oh my-
Good
wow.
forward facing. I'll give her extra
Yeah,
points
yeah.
for that.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Right, no, I
Forward
mean,
facing.
have a little zoom of them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good grief.
But Art,
They're
I'm
bigger than
looking at
pupils.
yours now, mate.
I actually think she's
Thank
gone fitter with
you.
age, she has, hasn't she?
That's fucking Photoshop, ain't it, man?
No, man, I think she's bloody gorgeous. When I saw that, I didn't know it was Fern Cotton. Because I remember Fern Cotton from
Cotton's always
fucking...
been gorgeous.
what was that show in the 90s called with the hands and art? What was it called?
Art Attack.
No, that was Neil Buchanan, man.
Yeah, I know it was, but you said hands and art. I'm doing my utmost.
What was it called? Was it Eureka or something like that?
You
You know what I'm about?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It was like Art Attack, but not as good as
Yeah.
Neil Buchanan. Like, you know
Because
what I
nobody
mean?
is.
But Fern Cotton, and it was Stephen Mulhern. But look at
Stephen
them.
Mulhern?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like him.
Oh, I loved him as a child. Yeah. But that is Nostrils of the Week.
They're
Good
impressive.
nostrils.
Yeah, Fern
Yeah.
Good
Cotton.
nostrils.
They're solid,
Very
they are.
strong.
There we go.
But
Yeah.
Art, seriously, look, yours are better.
Where's his nostrils? Where's his nostrils? Where's his nostrils? Where's his nostrils? Nostrils of the week.
Nostrils. Think about that feature.
I love that.
Do you like us more or hate us?
I love it.
Okay.
That's going to be stuck in my head. Where's his nostrils?
And if you listen to the jingle, he fucks up halfway through because he does the jingle. And he's, where's his nostrils? Where's
Well,
his
that's the point of the podcast.
He's mixing nostrils and nostrils.
That's the point of the podcast, though. This is just a big fuck up. Like, do you know what I mean?
Love
That's
that.
the point.
So's my life.
We just need to project it into Stoke-on-Trent, like,
Yeah,
you know,
do
so
something
people
good
follow
with
it.
Yeah.
So are you big Stoke-on-Trent guys then, or...
Well, we're from here. That's
Yeah.
about all we've got. I don't know. I've become more so with past years. I've become more proud to be Stoke born and bred.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, because I think we're all aware it's not at all times the classiest of places to live. But it was after that. Do you remember that article that came out that said Stoke was the worst place to live in the UK?
No?
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
there was an
really?
article.
it's been a
And
few.
I think it was in England
No.
actually, but Stoke was like the worst
Oh,
one.
no.
I thought it was Blackpool.
Yeah,
There was one.
Blackpool's up there,
Yeah.
or
But I
down there,
remember
depends on which you look
because
at it.
they did this. I think it was with the Sentinel. They did a big slam poetry thing where it's loads of people writing poetry about why they were proud of Stoke. And since I read that when it came out, I've just sort of started to be. And when we went to what was the awards thing, the Six Towns Radio Awards. After we went to that was a big Stoke pride thing, and after we went to that, I wrote a lovely poem about it. And since then, I've just sort of been. I've been more attached to being proud of where I was born, I guess.
I mean, I
'cause,
was at a point where I didn't like it at all, but
Yeah.
I'm sort of getting more with it now. Do you know Ben Nixon? Do you know?
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
well.
I mean, he's promoting Stoke. Like,
He's doing a great job.
he's
Fantastic.
doing a good job. And,
Yeah.
and I'm actually getting it now. You know, like down the cultural quarter down Hanley.
Yeah.
Have you been down there
Yeah,
much?
it's really good.
It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just a,
They're doing
it's
wonders
not-
with it,
I mean,
really.
Hanley
It's what it
itself is a
needs.
shithole. Stoke's town centre's a shithole. But if you look down there,
They're doing a good job.
that strip,
needs to
it's
carry
There's
on.
little places to be found
Yeah.
that are
It's-
just.
it's
Yeah.
it's where did we go the other day? We went the Slammers
Slammers Club.
Slammers
yeah.
Club. Have you ever been there?
Yeah.
It was nice, bit greasy for me, like, but it was lovely.
Yeah.
I want them guys on the podcast.
All I wanted was, well, yeah, we want them, but all I wanted was a sandwich, but it was like a full meal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like a proper.
It was like a proper meal, like, you know, but
it's the sort of place that you'd expect to see in Manchester. You wouldn't expect to see it in like Stoke. It's really good.
But you mean
to
that as a
bring it
compliment, though, don't you?
Yeah, no,
Because
in a
it's like
nice
way,
cultural
like-
quarter is just completely refreshed.
Exactly.
Stoke-on-Trent.
Like
Like, it's what
yeah.
you need. New stuff, like
Yeah.
new
do you know
ideas.
Pilgrim's Pit at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
It's-
redoing that. That's really cool.
Have you
like,
played
yeah.
that at all, have you?
No, but we hope to.
Oh,
think-
yeah.
I
Do you want
think
to play
you
that?
Too.
I think you
Yeah.
should do.
Yeah.
I think you should play there.
Yeah. A good idea, that would.
That's like a proud moment was bringing oatcakes to my uni mates and them actually sitting down and
Birmingham.
enjoying them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got some from London, Cardiff,
Oh.
Leicester, whatnot.
That's
and
my
yeah.
plan for uni, to just take a load of oatcakes up and
Yeah,
educate
that's
some
how you
people.
make your friends.
What's the best oatcake shop in Stoke?
Ooh.
High Lane.
Yes, dude! Yes, mate!
Respect
Yes.
that.
Fucking yes, mate!
You can't beat it, can you?
can't, mate.
Won't have
They are
any
the-
shit up anyone
they're the
else.
best
High
oat-
Lane all the way.
In fact, they're the best oatcakes in the world,
Yeah,
mate.
they are. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You can't.
Strong oatcake, Felix.
Oi.
One half of the table.
Mate, I'm sorry, I'm a big oatcake fan. Look.
Yeah, no, you
It's
gotta
just
have
coming
them
up with
right though. You
fucking
know what I
oatcakes
mean?
in High Lane.
Cracking
you can't
They're the
hangover.
best. They're the best.
meal.
They are. They're real. You can't beat them.
Problem
Yeah,
with
right,
them though, if you go in and have one cooked,
Yeah.
they put them in the microwave.
Oh.
But the actual oatcakes themselves
They're lovely.
are the
And when you
best.
go in and smell,
Mate, them
beautiful.
oatcakes.
Really good.
And they do a good streaky bacon as well, like.
Yeah. No, top notch they are. Top notch.
You brought a character into tonight, haven't you? Called Duncan the Pirate.
Oh, I've brought my good friend Duncan the Pirate, don't you worry.
Oh, okay. Can we
I
introduce
always do.
Duncan the Pirate?
Yeah, I'm just going to have to ask Duncan a few questions. Now, Duncan, to be a pirate, you got to have a pirate name. Have you got a pirate name?
I'm Duncan the Pirate.
Ah, very good. Now, to be a pirate, you got to sound like a pirate.
I'm Duncan the Pirate.
Very good, Duncan. And now Duncan is who appears before any gig where Alex drinks rum.
Right.
And I love Duncan.
Which
And
you don't
Duncan
regularly
plays
do,
better.
because you're the driver for the band, aren't you?
That's true.
You're the
Unless
most
not at
professional.
gigs,
Are you?
though.
Is Alex the most professional band member?
I'm the most responsible, but
Yeah.
not sensible.
Who's the least responsible?
Archie.
Archie boys.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's a sweetheart and I
Yeah.
adore him.
He had
Yeah.
one job for the last gig, and that was to bring Sophie. And he didn't.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He
Archie.
didn't.
And
He
he's the
brought
and he's the
himself.
drummer.
What are you playing
Yeah.
at, son?
Yeah. Get
Come
it
on.
together, man.
The drummers are supposed to be the most responsible because they fucking bring all the kit.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. He doesn't have one.
Singers
Right.
bring fuck all.
I do.
Do you help? Do you help with the equipment?
I do, yeah. I help with the...
That
No,
takes-
I do.
Does she?
You always turn up late. So you
Does
don't have
Arthur
to.
help with the equipment, Alex?
Sometimes.
No, you best watch your mouth on this here podcast. I always help with the equipment.
Are you sure?
I wrap your wires before and after every gig.
Well, yeah. There
And
is
I
that.
always take your pedals on stage, and I
Okay,
take your
alright,
backup guitar on stage.
alright.
Do you
I
play an
take Archie's
instrument?
drums. I do,
What do you play?
but not on stage.
What do you play?
I play piano and I play guitar.
Okay. So you understand the stress.
I understand the stress and the panic,
Are you
and I
agreeing with
try
Arthur?
and be helpful. I think you should start agreeing with Arthur.
Yeah, I'm starting to agree with Arthur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quite right.
Does he help with? Does he help with equipment?
Yeah, massively.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You're a shit front man, apparently,
True.
because apparently
But-
front men don't help with equipment.
I'm daddy frontman, and I do.
Same as him, mate. You won't see what he does with his equipment.
mate.
Daddy
honestly,
front man.
right, I saw this meme the other day. Speaking of memes,
Speaking of memes.
we'll play shows you meme in a minute, yeah. But I saw this meme the other day about frontmen apparently never carry a single piece of equipment. Yeah. Now in my band,
Mate.
I do everything. Like I'm fucking there, man.
Aw,
Like I know what's going on, because I'm like the producer behind the band. Like I'm like the manager.
love that.
I'm just making myself
I'm-
look better than
I'm
I
just-
am actually.
Alex's help. I'm for when Alex starts having a 4 a.m. panic attack and she needs somebody to cry to. And that's when I become responsible for the band.
Sorry, Mum.
That is.
Yeah, we're a bit fucked up right now. I think it's time to play Shows You Meme.
Oh,
What do you think about memes?
I'm a big fan.
Big meme fan.
Big fan.
Okay.
And I spend a lot of time on gay Twitter, so I'm ready.
Gay Twitter. What's that?
It's the side of Twitter that's gay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
My little friend. Gay Twitter. And there's gay specific Twitter memes. And there's like, it's a whole subculture, man.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I might
Can you
join.
involve me in that?
Join it. Yeah.
Do you mind if I add you on Facebook as well?
Yeah, you can have me on
sound-
Facebook.
Okay.
What a lovely moment we just had.
We did actually. Man, I'm so glad I met you tonight. No, seriously.
This is such a lovely
Yeah, I know.
moment.
I was chatting shit to Alex at the last gig, but like,
we're getting on that. We're getting on that.
you're definitely my favourite of the band now. Actually, I'm really sorry, Alex.
It's alright.
It's alright.
Yeah, it's fine.
Remember that thing when I couldn't bend down because it was like doing that on me? Oh,
Right, no, yeah, we had a problem in the podcast.
I'm not doing that.
Right, do you know these headphones? You know how we're really cheap, right? These microphones only cost like
Did you snort then?
these mics only cost like 30 quid each, yeah, and we didn't spend.
Apart from yours,
You've got the best one. No, you've got the best microphone, but Alex has got the best headphones. Right,
Yeah, fair play.
so you know. Just so you know.
She does more listening, I do more talking.
Yeah.
No, actually, I want to thank you guys for coming in tonight.
Thank you for
It's been
having
it's a real pleasure to meet you properly. I think we've had like a really
Oh,
good
thank
conversation.
It's been so lovely.
I was a bit nervous before you came, man, because it was
We
like
were nervous before we came.
yeah, good.
Yeah, we were.
Do you
but
think it's
been
gone well?
lovely. Yeah.
Or do you think we fucking ruined it?
Can you imagine if now we were like, it was shit and we hate
Well,
you
it's the
both?
seventh
we can still say
episode.
that.
Right.
But before you go, yeah, we want to play a little game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's called Show Us Your Meme.
Yeah.
Love it already.
And what we're going to do, we're going to give you some memes, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And you need to rate them.
Right.
Okay.
Are we talking a 0 to 10?
No, well, yeah, it is out of 10. It is out of 10, yeah, but it's like, don't they give like 5 or 7 or 8?
No rookie scores. That's the
We're not
norm,
doing
right?
full
We don't know
numbers.
that.
We're doing
really accurate.
decimal points.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid of giving a 0 either.
Okay.
Oh, brutal.
No, if it's
Right.
shit, just say.
If it's shit, just
Okay.
say. Okay, Reece, shall we play this all of the memes?
Yeah.
I'll respond.
Lovely.
Just swipe that way.
Okay.
On the first meme, right?
Yeah, I'm on the first meme. Here we go.
So are you on the same one as us? You are the stone in my shoe, you are the dust in my eye, and other hate pairings.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I enjoy it. I enjoy poetry.
Yeah.
I think they're beautiful. But as a meme,
2.3.
I'm not sure I can rate it that high. I think it's amusing.
Is that actually a meme?
I don't sense that
No.
personally.
And this
as
was a
meme.
test. This was a test, to be honest.
Yeah.
Respect that.
You know your memes, don't you?
Yeah,
We
we
still
do.
want a rating from me though, boys.
Yeah.
Guys, sorry.
Well, it looks like it could go on my mum's wall as a white middle-aged woman. But as a meme, it's a 0. It's not a meme.
Okay.
Okay.
So, 0.
0?
I don't think it's a meme.
Complete 0.
Yeah.
Minus?
Cool.
Nah, we ain't gonna minus it. I'm not cruel.
0.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We go for a
okay.
0.
Next one. My German girlfriend. Do you know about German language?
I did some
Good,
in high
good.
school.
My German girlfriend likes to rate my sexual performances on a scale of 1 to 10. Last night we tried anal. She
I'm
kept
really too
yelling.
fast.
9. She kept yelling 9. That's the best I've ever done. Do you know what 9 means in German?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
No. Well, that's rough.
Baden?
Thoughts, Almace? Thoughts, Almace?
I mean, it's made me laugh, but I mean, for political reasons,
Oh, 0?
I'd have to give that a -5, but 10.
Wow!
No, I'm just,
Do you know what? That's the
is
worst score
That's
ever.
mine,
Honestly,
mine's
do you know
0.
what? But the good thing, do you know what? The good thing for you two is they don't get words from here. They get a bit
Thank God for
softer. So, next meme. New version of Operation just has players use essential oils instead of performing a medical procedure.
I love that.
Yeah,
But I am also, I like an essential oil for a nice scent.
I do.
I like an essential.
I'm
I just
complete-
relate to that.
I'm kind of anti-pharmaceutical, but without, yeah. There's some cultures that I can't, yeah. Okay, so what are you rating this?
like a 7.
No, we're not just. Yeah,
No,
give us a
Ricky
point.
Store. Arthur knows Alex, and you clearly do not.
That's why I'm the favourite.
Right.
Go on.
Right, I'm thinking, see now, I'm one of those that like to keep my high scores for something that blows
No,
me
you need
away.
to. Yeah, you need to. Yeah,
I'm one of
yeah.
them. So I enjoy it and I like an essential oil. But in terms of a meme product, I'm going to be 4.32.
That's fine. That's completely okay.
4.32.
4.32. Oh shit! Hell, you're
Wow.
adding more decimal points than we've.
Yeah, that's right.
We all want one
Don't get an
decimal
IQ
point,
like
but-
mine with no numbers.
But fine by yours. Next meme. The Bible says being gay is fine as long as you're high. Quote, a man who lays with another man should be stoned.
Love it.
Yes, mate.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Love
mate.
it.
Hey, Peter 118 would have
I've
something to say
I've
about
read
this.
that one.
Can I offer you a fact?
Yes, please do.
Leviticus was mistranslated. It actually says man who lies with boy as he would woman.
The whole Bible was mistranslated.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
There's entire
yeah.
sections of the Bible that still haven't been translated, but that's actually about paedophilia and not about homosexuality.
Oh.
Leviticus isn't truly about homosexuality.
Oh, we need to go deeper into that.
Controversy.
Oh, shit.
Go on, then rate it.
I know
mate,
my
mate.
gay facts.
Yes. Rate.
Rate.
Ooh, rate it. Well, as a fellow gay, I vehemently enjoyed it. Ooh, you know what, Alex? You go first. How do you feel? As not a fellow gay.
I'd give that a 6.85.
6.85 from
Oh,
Big
yeah,
Al
that's-
Base.
That's fucking high, mate.
Yeah, that's all right.
high
That's
score.
Sorry, I
That's an
appreciate
averagely
it.
good meme.
That's good.
Next meme. Some of you will need to worry about raiding a job fair instead of Area 51. But
Oh,
that's
fuck
none
off.
of my
I've had
business.
enough of this fucking Area 51 shit, I
It's
am.
Second
doing
that.
yeah,
I've had a bit of enough of this area.
It's doing mad.
Oh,
shit.
But we got to keep it current. We got to keep it current.
Yeah, we've
It's
got to be in the
current.
moment. I respect that.
Arthur, what do you think about this Area 51 shit?
I personally follow a page on Facebook that's called Let's All Storm Parliament. They can't stop us all.
Ah, so do you think Area 51 is like a distraction? Like a...
Well, it is a fucking distraction, mate.
This is some conspiracy, but I do believe that certain things are made to be public as distractions.
What would you do if
from
you actually raided Parliament though? Would you? Because I'd do it.
Oh, I'm
I'd be
too
like, yeah, I'm up for
nervous.
that. And then when I get there, I'd be like,
I just sort of sit down and chat to some people. Maybe steal some toilet roll or some soap or something.
Nah, you'd do it like Ali G, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
What? Oh, we won't go there.
I'd get there and I'd be like, do you
Yes.
want to rate some memes?
I'd knock on politely. I'd be like, anyone got any good nostrils? I've got some friends.
What are we saying?
Ooh, I am a big fan of books. I'm doing an English degree next year, so
Yeah.
for the sake of reading, I'm gonna give it. I mean, let's be honest. The Kermit
Come on,
drinking
Arthur.
tea is an out of date meme.
I'm not impressed.
Do you think?
I'm
Oh
not
shit.
impressed,
Okay,
to be
go
It's
for
an
it
out of
then.
date meme,
Alright.
so I'm gonna have to rate it lower.
What was that?
Yeah.
What score
It's up
was
to you.
that?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna give it a 2.78.
Sound.
Not bad.
Next meme. When she asks for a back rub, but you both know she's getting the devil dick.
Love it.
Yeah.
Just for
Where'd
some
you find
beautiful
it?
images,
Yeah.
but also because who wouldn't want the devil's dick?
I mean, I'm speaking privately here, but every time I've offered my missus a massage,
Well,
Yeah.
I've always offered to,
me a massage.
It's like spooning. It's a ticking time bomb. Something's gonna happen.
There's an agenda behind it, like
Yeah,
you know,
there's
it's not just
secrets.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we rating that meme?
I rated the last one. Go for it, Big Al.
Big Al.
Big Al knows.
a 7.2.
You rated that very highly.
Well,
What
it's
would
very accurate,
Duncan the
isn't it?
Pirate rate it?
An 8.9.
Duncan's a big. I wouldn't have rated that
8.9?
highly.
I'm gonna go with Duncan's score, to be honest, man.
Rascal.
An 8.9.
I personally
Right.
wouldn't have rated it that highly, but okay.
Next meme. When your parents ask why you're beating the shit out of your little brother with a toy lightsaber. Jedi business. Go back to your drinks.
Not a fan of Star Wars, but that tickled me.
Okay. Have we got siblings?
I do. I have a big sister and a little sister.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't have any.
She's
You're
a
the only child.
little baby child.
Super middle class. The special one.
My lawyer parents actually liked me.
Oh.
It's not cool
No,
being
no,
an
no.
only child. I'm an only child.
Yeah.
So I'm with you.
Yeah, we like highline oatcakes.
Yeah.
We know where it's at.
That's it,
I mean-
man.
I'm beginning to fall out with this half at the table.
Hey, it's been the same for me for the past 3 hours. What are we rating this meme?
I wish I was a bigger fan of Star Wars.
Okay.
That's my issue with it.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was a bigger fan of Star Wars, I'd be able to appreciate it more.
This is your rating, so.
Personally, 3.16.
Okay, that's fine. Next meme.
I'm so meme harsh. I
No,
really just
that's
realised.
good. I like that. After you defeat all of the Karens, you gotta face Mega Karen. Mega Karen! Look at that hair.
I don't get
That's
that
a
one.
speak to your manager haircut.
Wes doesn't get memes though, like, you know.
No, I don't
like-
get that one.
Yeah, no, the internet, right, hates women named Karen and guys named Kyle.
Do they?
This
true.
This is what you've got to understand. Like, it's either Kyle or Karen. Yeah,
It's just
like,
classic
white
middle-aged person names.
You don't get it, Wes, because you're
Oh,
not.
oh, right. I must be middle-aged then, like something.
You're not white and middle-aged, Wes, apparently.
I know.
What are we
What?
rating this meme?
I'm not a straight white fucking middle.
I'm not a straight white fucking middle. Yeah, you tell him.
I'd give Karen or Mega Karen 6.4.
That's good score, that is, to be
Yeah.
fair, man.
High score.
That's about my simplicity.
6.4. Next meme.
I'll go for the fucking Fieldsy fucking view. 0. Next meme.
Okay. Next meme. I called you. Yeah, no, I watched my phone ring.
Oh,
I mean, it's relatable.
yeah.
Yeah. It's not relatable to me, because, do you know what? If you ring me, I'll fucking pick that damn phone up, man, no matter how busy I am.
I
No,
respect
you don't.
that.
I do not get.
No, you
I do
don't.
not. Yeah, I do.
Ooh.
No, you don't.
Yeah, if I'm working, mate, I won't pick it up.
Exactly.
Obviously,
Don't fucking pick it up.
no, I don't. No, honestly, I've got time for everyone.
You
so,
try and message Reese, mate.
to be honest, I don't know why I picked this meme. I just thought I would, like, you know,
So
jump
you
on.
throw it in there.
Yeah.
Respect that.
So what do we all
Now,
think?
I am rubbish at answering the phone, as Alex will vouch.
Really?
But I'm much happier face
You
to
are a
face
front man, then?
or text.
You really are a front man.
See?
Yeah.
Never pick up my phone.
I
But I'll
just turn up
text
in
you.
your garden and shout your name through the door.
That's fine. Turn up, make my dog go mental. Don't
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Call me. That makes me uncomfortable. That makes me anxious.
What we saying?
I feel, once again, I'm so sorry for dragging your memes.
That's fine.
But I feel like it's a bit of an outdated meme format.
Okay.
Just a me colon something. I just
Score.
feel like, okay, hurry me. I feel like I relate to it, so a 3.71.
Okay. Shit meme. I'll do better next time. Okay. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
You've been honey.
Honeys. You've
What
been honeys.
How did you think that went?
We did our best.
Yeah.
Train crash or yeah?
I'm just hoping it doesn't ruin any careers.
Right, so we'll end it there. Thank you very much for coming in. We are at 1 hour and 20 minutes, which is like an average podcast, so I think number
120
7
is
has
that?
been okay. Yeah, 122.
Wow.
So
Solid.